I can give up my life. Go and send him away. Go out and send him away, or I swear to you, I'll leave you. I mean it.
Okay. To show you how wrong you are about Marion, she just told me that if you had 50 times the money you have, she wouldn't touch a penny of it. And that goes for me, too, Dad.
Uh-huh.
I'm with her 100%. I love her, and I'm going to work for her. We don't need you, Dad.
Jack. Jack!
Yes, Dad?
Come here, boy. I suppose this is the right girl for you. Suppose it is.
It is, Dad.
Have you realized that they'll only say one thing about her?
What's that?
She'll be just the stenographer that Jack Merrick eloped with in the middle of the night.
Well, what's wrong with that?
Oh, it's all very well to be cocksure now, but you've got your lives before you. And you mark my words, the day'll come when she'll resent, and rightly too, the imputation that she caught you off guard, that she hooked you for your money.
Well?
Now, suppose we call this a day, for now.
Just what do you mean?
I mean, have the marriage annulled.
Never.
If you wanted to start this girl off right, you'd let me have this marriage annulled quietly. Then the impression would be that you never had been married, but that you had met a charming girl, you'd brought her down to see me, and I liked her. Now, do you get me?
Not quite.
Then after that, we'll see what she has in the way of a background. If nothing at all, well, a little publicity and we'll build one.
But she doesn't need one.
Oh, now wait a minute. You know how I do things. We'll buy her some clothes. We'll build her up gradually. She's a charming girl. Everybody seems fond of her. You propose to her, the engagement's announced, and everything is jake. Then for a happy courtship, and after that, an honest-to-goodness slap-bang wedding that'll start you both off right and put you in a spot in this city that the name of Merrick entitles you to. Now, does that make sense?
I see what you mean.
It'll be much better for the young lady in the long run, Jack. You must see that.
Yes, I see that. She's pretty touchy about the whole thing. It'll need handling.
Good. That shows she's got spirit.
Oh, she's got that all right. And it would be much better for her, wouldn't it?
Why, of course. And then, Jack, a real honeymoon abroad.
Say, what are the chances for getting the yacht on the Mediterranean?
Anything you want. You know how I do things.
Okay. Say, now, wait a minute. You will be nice to her, won't you?
Sure.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Oh.
Are you going through with that?
You think I'm crazy? How do I know who she is?
He's in love with her.
Oh, he's nothing but a kid, and this woman swept him off his feet. When the time comes for him to marry, he'll marry Josh Carton's daughter, and he'll like it.
The young Carson girl, eh?
Yeah, little Catherine Carson. She's a charming kid. Good family. Good breeding. One of his own class. Why, hang it all, man. This kid's the only thing I've got.
I don't think you'll break this thing without a fight.
Well, we can fight, can't we? We've handled people before this, haven't we? Let her start.
Go on.
Dad's thinking of you. It would be much better for you.
What is this plan of your father's?
Well, he thinks we should call it a day, just for now.
Call our marriage a day?
We'd still be married.
How could we if they annul it?
Well, don't you see? We'd be engaged all over again.
I see, and in the meantime...
Well, Dad'd build you up with people.
Build me up? I don't need building up.
Well, you want a position, don't you?
I've got a position. I'm your wife.
Well, who said you would?
You did.
Well, I'll back Dad's judgment. After all, he is somebody. His opinion counts for something.
You're right, it does. It counts for you. What is your dad exactly? What do you think you all are? You want to call this thing a day? All right, call it a day. I'm through.
Why, Mary!
Mr. Merrick, I married your son because I loved him and thought he loved me. I felt that if he worked on his own for his post, it would make a man of him. I put him to the test and he failed
No,
me.
Marion.
You came here to save your son from a fortune-hunting parasite. Well, you happen to have saved her instead. Another marriage, take him back. I don't want him.
Marion!
Go back, your
Marion!
father's calling.
Jack! Jack!
What's the matter with baby this morning?
He wants his milk. The milkman's late.
So am I.
Before you go, Miss Donald, I'd like to speak to you. There are some things to be gone over.
I'm so late. You don't know that crowd on a morning like this.
There'll be a crowd here if you don't get some of these bills paid. Miss Donald, you can't keep on evading them.
I'm not evading anything. I simply haven't got the money, that's all.
Somehow or other, we've got to pay Dr. Ridley. He's got to be paid. After all, you owe the baby's life to him. And I didn't tell you yesterday, but yesterday they came and took the sewing machine.
The sewing machine?
4 months behind on the payment.
I'd like the money for that.
That money went to the central market.
Surely they would have waited.
Oh, my God.
Are you all right?
Of course he is.
I'll go.
Milk?
Here's the baby's milk now. Is that the certified milk?
Yep. Gotta collect.
What?
Gotta collect.
What does he say?
Gotta collect.
He says he's got to collect.
$16.50. How's that?
How long since you've been paid, young man?
Don't know.
These tradesmen are so impotent. Well, I like that. I might be Mrs. Rockefeller the way she ends them to me. Come on, why don't you leave it?
Step on it, will you? I'm late.
I step on you.
Here, give her the change.
So you gave him the $20. You didn't have to pay all that. Now you've given him the rent money and we'll be out on the street.
Baby had to have his milk.
I could have gone down to the corner and got it for 50 cents.
Why didn't you say so?
Now let me tell you something for your own good, Miss Donald. You get $50 a week. After that you pay me 20 when you pay me. That leaves you 30 to run everything. Food, clothes, rent, and all this baby costs you.
Oh, my angel.
At night when I bring these things up, you've got a sick headache, or you're tired, and you say in the morning. Then morning comes and it...
I must go here.
Well, I must go too, Miss Donald. For good.
Oh, you couldn't.
And why couldn't I, pray?
Because you've got to take care of him. He's never had anyone but you. Oh, please, sweet. Let's talk about this tonight. Please.
Oh, Miss Donald, you ain't in no fit condition to go out and do a day's
all right.
work. Well, your nerves ain't right. Mark my words, it's coming.
What's coming?
A breakdown, and then what would happen? Oh, why don't you do what you should have done long ago?
What?
Go to the baby's father. Let him help.
No. Where's my umbrella?
I left it in the bathtub. It makes puddles out there. I'll get it for you. What's the matter, Miss Donald?
Telephone the office and say I'll be late.
But what's the matter?
Oh, I'm all right. A little fainter. I'm perfectly all right. There's nothing the matter. Get me a cup of tea, will you?
I told you not to go out mornings without your tea. I'll get you a bit of toast, too.
No, never mind the toast. Miss Potter,
Yes.
come here.
What is it?
Look. It is Welding of Millions. Paris, France, November the 4th. John Merrick, Jr., only son of John Merrick, Chicago multimillionaire, was this day married to Catherine Flip Carson, youngest daughter of Joshua P. Carson of the Chicago Chemical Works. The pair left immediately after the ceremony for an extended trip through the sunny south of France. Well, that's that. Where's my tea?
That's him, ain't it? Well, the baby's grandfather's here, ain't he? According to the papers, he's a charitable sort of man.
Very.
Then you should go to him. Those Merricks owe that baby something. Oh, Miss Donald, it's your stubborn pride. You can be stubborn about yourself, that's one thing, but a young baby's another.
Hello. 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 Mr. Merrick Sr., please.
Merrick inside.
He's waiting for you, Mr. Fry. Will you go right in?
Any more news?
Oh, no. While you're in there, tell Mr. Merrick that we're holding the wires on the train till the last minute.
All right. If my wife calls, tell her I'm going with her.
Right. Hello? Hello. Mr. Merrick is leaving at once on the 20th century. Have you arranged for the motorcycle escort to take him to the train? It's most urgent. Oh, you have arranged it.
What's wrong with that Paris call?
Oh, the delay's in New York, Mr. Merrick. Mr. Merrick, not now, miss. Please. Hello. Hello? Oh, Mr. Sullivan? Mr. Sullivan, Mr. Merrick says you may publish this cable, which is all he knows. Paris, France. Car overturned near Lyon. Chauffeur killed outright. Jack and Catherine in hospital, Lyon. Both unconscious. That's all, Mr. Sullivan. Yes.
Take it well. George Clark, Ritz Hotel, New York City. Jack badly injured. Leaving 20th century. Obtain Surgeon O'Leary if possible, at any cost. Sailing Berengaria, Friday night.
Hello? Hello? Oh, Western Union? Yes. Just a moment, please.
Yes. Hello. Hello. What? Well, what is it? What is it?
Give him a lunch on the train.
No, it's something about Pittsburgh.
John, you haven't a minute.
Where's come on, Miller. All right, what? Don't worry. All right,
Oh, Mr. Merrick, you stop this wire. What I'm talking about is most important.
No. Mr. Ferguson's in a director's meeting. He's been tied up for hours.
20 millions of preferred stock out of an issue of 40 million, and you're asking for an institution to buy this.
Right. Just a minute. Will you compromise and accept 22.5?
We're compromising.
talking,
Young man, I've been in this business for 40 years, and I won't be bulldozed.
We are not bulldozing.
Chestnut,
We'd better postpone this until tomorrow. Now you all understand the main features of the agreement. Miss Donald has them in her notes. A copy will be mailed to you tomorrow.
Will. Remember the last time I met you? Why, sure, you're heavier than Come down to the hotel.
Hello?
Anyone going my way?
I can't hear you. Can you speak a little louder? Oh, I hear the word Paris. Oh, I see. Yes, he's regained consciousness. Oh, fine.
Bring your notes, please.
Yes. All right, thank you.
What's the matter with you, Miss Donald?
What's the matter?
Nothing.
I'll watch you this afternoon at the meeting.